In this tutorial video, I will explain some topics from chapter Coordinate Geometry. So watch the complete video. Let us see the very first topic of this chapter, Coordinate Geometry. It is a branch of mathematics in which geometric problems are solved through algebra by using the coordinate system is known as coordinate geometry. It means that coordinate geometry is the branch of mathematics in which we solve the geometric problems by using the algebra. Now, the next topic of this chapter is coordinate axis. The position of a point in a plane is determined with reference to two fixed mutually perpendicular lines called the coordinate axis. It means that suppose we are having one horizontal line and second one is vertical line. This horizontal lines represent the x-axis while this vertical line is representing the y-axis. The position of any point, suppose we are having a point here, the position of any point is represented by these two axes, which is termed as coordinate axis. Now the next topic is convention of signs. The distances measured along OX and OY are taken as positive and those along OX dash and OY dash are taken as negative. Suppose we are having the horizontal line and this is the vertical line. As I said, this is the x-axis. Now this will represent x dash, this is y, and this will represent y dash. The intersection of these two axes is termed as origin, which is represented by O. So here, according to the convention of signs, the distance measured along OX means the distance O to X will always taken as positive, as well as OY is also taken as positive, while on the other hand OX dash and OY dash is always taken as negative. This is termed as convention of signs. Now the next topic is quadrants. To understand the quadrants, first of all, let us consider a graph. On this graph paper, first of all, we have to draw two lines. First one is the horizontal line and the second one is the vertical line. As I said, the horizontal line is representing the x-axis while the vertical line is representing the y-axis. So here we can write x, this will be y, this point will be y dash and this will be x dash. So the intersection of x and y axis is termed as origin. So this point is origin, which can be marked with point O. Now the distance on OX is always positive. So here we can observe +1, +2, +3, +4, while OX dash is negative, -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. Now let us see, suppose we are having the very first point here. The coordinate of this point will be 4 and 3. So here we can write 4 comma then 3. So this is the coordinate of this point. Similarly, if we consider second point here, then the coordinate of this point will be -2 and 3. So here we can write -2 and 3. Now suppose we are having the next point. Here the coordinate of this point will be -1. We will always take the value of x-axis first. So here we can write -1. The value of y-axis is also -1. So it will be -1. -1, -1. Now let us take another point. This one, the coordinate of this point will be 1. First of all, we have to take the value of x-axis, that is 1, and then -2. So here we can write 1 and -2. Here I have taken 4 different points on 4 different locations. So here this part, this whole area is termed as quadrant 1. first quadrant, while this whole area is termed as quadrant 2. This whole area is termed as quadrant 3, while this area is termed as quadrant 4. It means that any point exists between OX and OY will be taken as in quadrant 1. Similarly, if we are having any point here between OX dash and OY, the point will be taken in second quadrant, and this, if the point will exist in this area, then they will be in third quadrant. And similarly here also, if the point will exist in this area, then that will be considered in the fourth quadrant. In the case of the first quadrant, the sign of both the coordinates are positive. Here we can observe 4 and 3 both are positive. So if we are having the coordinate with sign plus and plus, then that point will be situated in quadrant 1. In the case of the second quadrant, first coordinate is negative while second coordinate is positive. In the case of the third quadrant, the first coordinate is negative while the second coordinate is also negative. Now in the case of fourth quadrant, the first coordinate is positive while the second coordinate is negative. So with the help of all these signs also, we can decide whether the points are situated in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant or fourth quadrant. Beside that, we are having the next topic, that is abscissa. Abscissa is the distance from the y-axis. If suppose we consider this point and we want to find out the abscissa of this point. So according to the definition, abscissa is the distance from the y-axis. So the distance of this point from the y-axis is 4 units. So the abscissa of this point is 4. Similarly, the second point is ordinate. It is the distance from the x-axis. If suppose we are considering the same point and we want to find out the ordinate of this point, then we have to find the distance of this point from the x-axis. So here we can observe that the distance of this point from the x-axis is 3 units. So the ordinate of this point is 3. Similarly, if we consider this point, the ordinate of this point will be, since the distance of this point from the x-axis is 3 units, so the value of ordinate of this point will be 3. Similarly, if we want to find out the abscissa of this point, then we have to find the distance of this point from the x-axis, that is 2 units. So here we can write 2. We will not take the negative sign. We have to find the distance. The distance is always positive. So it will be plus 2. Now let us consider a question. 3 vertices of triangle ABC are 1, 3, B, minus 2, 1 and C, 3, 1. Plot these points on a graph paper and calculate the area of triangle ABC. So first of all, we have to take a graph paper. On this graph paper, we have to draw two different axes, x-axis as well as y-axis also. After that, we have to plot the points. Now, let us see, the very first point is A and its coordinate is 1 and 3. So the point will be here. The coordinate of this point is 1 and 3. The name of this point is A. Similarly, we have to take the second point, that is B, and the coordinate of this point is minus 2 and 1. Minus 2 is here, 1 is here. So the point will here. So here we can write B. Similarly, we have to search for the third point, that is C. The coordinate of this point is 3 and 1. So the next point will here. After that we have to join A to B, B to C and A to C also. So finally we got one triangle ABC. After drawing this triangle, then we have to calculate the area of this triangle. As we know, to find the area of this triangle, we can use the formula area of triangle is equals to 1 upon 2 multiplied by base multiplied by corresponding height. So 1 upon 2 will be as it is multiplied by base. Now let us see what is the base of this triangle. The distance of point B to C. We have to find out the distance from point B to C. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units. The distance between the points B to C is 5 units multiplied by height. Now this is the vertex of this triangle. From here we have to draw one perpendicular to the base. This line is representing the height of the triangle. So here we can observe that the height of this triangle is 2 units. So here we can write height of this triangle is 2 units. Let us see how it will be 2 units. From here to here it is 1 unit and from here to here it is 2 units. So the height of this triangle is 2 units. Now 2 and 2 both will cancel. Finally we will have 5 square units. The area of this triangle ABC will be equals to 5 square units. So this is the solution of this question.